Hi guys, it's Danny from Predator Games here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be showing you a selection of our personal favourite PS3 games. Me and Roy will be going through a different selection of them and talking about them in detail. So Roy is going to tell us about his first game.
Yes, which is obviously, as you can see, it's Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, the double pack for the PS3. Originally both, I'm sure you all know this anyway, but both were originally on the PS2, separately, in fantastic little cardboard collectible cases with like postcards and stuff in there. But this is brilliant, it's great value for money because you're getting two, like, pretty classic games. Yeah, I mean they're both quite different as well. I was talking to Danny about this earlier. Now he prefers Shadow of the Colossus, and I think a lot of people will probably agree with you.
I think Shadow of Colossus is phenomenal.
But I mean, for me, right, it's a great game, and it's like, I mean, it's just a bunch of boss battles, isn't it, Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
But I don't know, something about it is quite affecting. I don't want to say too much in case there's anybody out there who's not played it. But yeah, you're killing these colossi who are living all around. It's like a castle or something, isn't it? Like a cathedral or something like that. Where there's a, is she a princess?
Yeah, princess.
Yeah, she's a princess who's died. And the way to bring her back is to kill all these various colossi in the land, and you sort of jump on your horse, use your sword to find out where they are, go to travel to get them, and then you literally have to climb onto their bodies because they're huge, they're humongous, yeah, and find the weak spot and sort of kill them, and then just, I don't know, it's, killing a baddie obviously in a game is usually like a thing that you're like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know I'm waffling, but hey, you're like, yeah, I've killed him and all that. But for me, and I think for most people, including you, Danny,
yeah, it's quite somber.
It affects you, doesn't it? It's kind of sad.
You kind of kill one of them and then go, I don't think I should have done that. Like, you kind of feel bad about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say any more. It is an amazing game, don't get me wrong. It is, I mean, we use the word classic too much, including myself, but I do think it is a genuine classic. I mean, I would personally prefer to either play it on the PS2 or the PS3. This is a HD remaster. They have done sort of, I can't think of the word of what they called it.
Did a DPS4 remaster, didn't they? Shadow of Colossus.
It was more than a remaster though, wasn't it? Because they did all the graphics and they redid the graphics, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it's on PS4 as well. I would personally, obviously the graphics are better on the PS4, but I think it's better in its original state. But anyway, that's Shadow of the Colossus, which is great. I love it, but for me, it's Eco. I like a good platformer game. It is a platformer. It's got a lot of heart to it. It's, I mean, you're just this little boy with a helmet on, and you rescue this girl, and she keeps getting attacked. So have you played it?
I played a little bit of it.
Right. Did you not? Were you not keen on it?
I wasn't as into it as I was with Shadow.
This little girl, and you have to protect her because these dark creatures come out and try to grab her and stuff, and I don't know, I just really loved it, and I thought it's got a lot of heart, as I've said already, and it's just, I mean, it's not terribly long, but it's got beautiful graphics, the music's lovely as well. It's just a fantastic game, and just, it's a tenner for both. Get them. Yeah. Right, so for my next game it's actually another HD remaster for the from the PS2. Don't know if I really need to be concentrating on games that were released just for the PS3, but hey, screw it. Right, so this one, it's another compilation. This time you're getting 3 games, platformers. Yeah, again, what can I say? I like a good platforming game, yeah. It's the Sly Trilogy, which they were made by Sucker Punch, who went on to create the infamous games on the PS4. Can't think of any other games they've done actually. Can you think of it?
Infamous was one of the main ones, which I know them from. I first found Sly Raccoon from infamous Second Son. There's like Sly Cooper references and stuff.
Right, okay.
So I first found out about Sly Cooper from Infamous.
Yeah. Well, Sly, it's a great trilogy of games. You're a raccoon, obviously, as you can see. I'm sorry, but the graphics, they're ace. Yeah, I love a bit of cel shading, bit of cartooniness. They're just really good graphics. You're a thief. you're sneaking around, a bit of platforming, a bit of fighting. It's just a lot of fun. All 3 games are pretty cool, to be honest. And again, you're getting like great value for money here. £15 for 3 awesome platforming games. I mean, even if you've never fancied a platforming game, give it a try. It's an absolute bargain, and they're just fab little games.
Which one's your favourite out of 3?
Probably, I mean, that's quite an hard question, but I'd probably just go for the first one, just because it's the first time I experienced him and stuff, which sounds a bit weird to say, but you know what I mean. Yeah, no laughing. Thank you very much. Yeah, but all 3 are great games. It's just number 1's my favourite one. Yeah, £15, bargain. Yeah. Right, so my third and final game is it's not a platformer. It's not been on PS2. Yeah, it's not a HD remaster. It's Ridge Racer 7. It was released quite early in the PS3's life. I'm trying to think if maybe it was a launch title. Maybe I should have studied this before I started on this video, but hey ho. Yeah, so Ridge Racer 7. I just love a good arcade racer. Yeah, and just Ridge Racers. They're great. We like the drifting around the corners. Totally unrealistic. Would love to do that in my van, but I won't look quite as cool and sexy doing it in my mucky van. Yeah, and probably won't be as good when I crash into the side. Yeah, it's just a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun, arcade racing, zooming around, beating everybody. That's it really. The graphics are great, as is always with the Ridge Racer games. The music's phenomenal. It's very eclectic. There's a bit of jazz, there's a bit of dance. There's a lot of the times it probably sound like a gay disco from the 90s, which is probably my time, but what can I say, hey ho. Yeah, it's just a fantastic game, and it's £3, and it's got a pretty good amount of courses and stuff as well, so it should last you a long while. Yeah.
How do you think it compares to something like Gran Turismo, or sort of Forza Horizon?
I drive to work every day, right, and I know there's an audience for these sort of simulation races, but I've never been a fan of them. I just find them a little bit boring, and I know that's probably a controversial view, but I just want to have a bit of fun. If I just wanted to drive around the countryside, around a city where they've cordoned off all the streets just so I can drive and brake around the corners, you know, like properly brake, so going really slow.
Yeah.
I want to brake around the corners and go zooming past it like a nutter. Yeah? Yeah, I'm not a fan. Gran Turismo, just, yeah. I mean, the Forza games, I like the Forza Horizon ones. I think they're a little bit more fun because they're sort of a mixture of simulation and arcade.
Yeah,
and
like I'm not a big fan of the normal Forza games, but Forza Horizon I do quite like.
Yeah, because Forza Motorsport was trying to be like a Gran Turismo beta system seller, wasn't it? Because I can remember like the PS2 era, maybe the PS3 as well actually. Gran Turismo was seen as a system seller, and when they were due to come out there was massive hype about them, and I don't know, I don't think they're quite as successful anymore. I might be wrong there. What do you think? PS4, that Gran Turismo Sport, was there as much hype and people desperate to play it as there was like when it was on the PS2 and the PS3 a little bit?
Well, I don't think so. I think even like that Drive Club they made Drive Club and that died straight away.
Yeah. Well, they tried it twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, they didn't try it twice. I'm on about something else. Ignore me, guys. Yeah, I'm talking rubbish. But yeah, Ridge Racer 7, it's awesome. In fact, you've got a PS3, get some PS1 games in there as well, because the Ridge Racer games on the PS1 are fantastic as well. So yeah, that's 3 of my favourite games on the system. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much.